Are you all right?
When Rumiko has finished picking up the files, she and Kevin are going to visit the part of this plant which deals with the maintenance of electric instrumentation. This work requires a lot of charts and reference materials, which means there is a need for a highly efficient control system. To create this filing system, the first step was to gather everyone's ideas together. Let's have a look at what's written on the spines of all the files. This one is marked EC13. E means electric instrumentation. C means facility diagrams and plans. And 13 is the number used for boilers. In other words, they used three basic classifications for their filing codes. First, the major category, such as electric. Second, the type of file, such as facility charts. And last, the particular equipment type, such as boilers. Kevin meets Mr. Hayashi to hear details of how they standardize the system.
Mr. Hayashi, just what was your filing system like before?
Previously, there was no particular system, so everyone filed things to suit themselves. Of course, if anyone responsible for a certain file was out of the office, no one else knew where to find it. And sometimes when there were power line changes at construction sites, it was impossible to find the diagrams because they were kept rolled up and not numbered. They often had to give up the search. That often had the result that diagrams were not kept up to date as well.
And how's the system working now?
Very well. We now use common rather than individual charts, and everyone can find them at a glance. We use the motto 30-second takeout, and we also ensure that everything filed is kept up to date.
First, they classified all the master files. A for standards, B for reference materials, C for facility diagrams and plans, D for inspection materials, and so on. All the diagrams and plans are now kept in files rather than rolled up and classified according to facility type. All materials needed at construction and installation sites are consolidated into book form and exactly match the master files. Once a job is completed, the company supervisors and representatives from the other companies involved in the work get together and use checklists to make sure the reference materials have been updated so that the master files will always be accurate. And whenever any equipment is renewed or destroyed, the files are changed or removed at once, as appropriate. As Mr. Hayashi pointed out, one benefit of the improvements is that any file can now be found within 30 seconds. Another is that consolidation has reduced the number of filing cabinets needed from 44 to 25, releasing a lot of space for study tables and chairs.
I see. They're focusing on 6 points to do with filing systems. First, you have to check and classify all the documents that are used by everyone in the section. Then you should standardize paper format sizes. Third, you have to set storage time limits. And make sure you can tell immediately who has taken out which file. And fifth, you must list up rules which are easy to follow. And finally, establish and maintain visual control systems. Sorry. Rumiko, there's someone in our office.
And point number 7, don't read notes while you're walking that dirt.
International section, Kevin Wagner speaking.
Hi, Kevin. George here.
Hi, George. Hey, hello. Thanks for all that 5S stuff. It really helped out a lot. It seems there's a glimmer of light at the end of the filing tunnel. Anything new?
Yeah, there's somewhere else for you to visit.
Oh, where is it?
Well, it's called INAX.
INAX. Oh, the ceramics and interior fittings company.
Right. Their reception system's very interesting.
Their reception system?
Yeah.
Could you give me an introduction?
Sure. In fact, I can go with you. How about Thursday at about 9 o'clock?
Great. Thursday at 9.
Okay, I'll meet you at the main entrance.
Okay, main entrance. Fine. Well, thanks for everything.
No sweat.
Okay.
See you then.
See you there.
Okay, bye.
Bye. 5S in reception. Sounds interesting. Do.
お客様の接遇と電話の取り次ぎを中心に行っております。
We really don't want customers to have to wait long, so if we see on the monitor that a staff member is not at his desk, we try to find them immediately using our paging system. Everybody likes the system.
The paging system was another improvement implemented here. All the staff carry paging bells with them inside the factory. This means they can be contacted immediately by a receptionist if they have a visitor waiting for them.
わかりました。すぐ行きます。
The number of visitors here averages about 250 a day, many of whom come without an appointment. As far as possible, the company doesn't want to send any visitors away empty-handed, and the paging system comes in very useful in this respect. It improves customer relations, avoids delays, and makes the receptionist's work easier. Beside the reception desk, there is a board clearly indicating who is present in the office and who is at a meeting or away on a business trip. It also indicates the status of every meeting room. This helps the receptionist to deal with any situation immediately and positively. It's also a quick reference point for other staff members. The next place Kevin and Rumiko visit is the administration department of the same company's manufacturing plant. To deal with the mountains of administrative materials that pile up every day here, the workers introduce manuals to increase efficiency. Kevin is very interested in these.
These manuals look very useful. Could you tell us why you decided to create them and what they contain?
以前はですね、担当者が不在の時には
We used to waste lots of time and effort. When anyone was absent, it was often difficult for other people to find the necessary papers and discover just where and to whom to send things like that. Inside each manual, there are checklists for all the administrative tasks. They show the particular skills of each member of the staff. Copies of necessary documents are attached, and the whole manual is color-coded according to job content, deadlines, and so on. We used to have simple top-down management, but now we all have a chance to think for ourselves and suggest ideas to our bosses.
By creating manuals like these, you can systematize any kinds of reference materials and get rid of unnecessary items. This makes all administrative operations much more efficient and rational. Once every 6 months, all the contents are checked to ensure they are up to date. In this way, the manuals remain a very useful management tool. Another idea introduced here was the production of multi-skill planning sheets. These are designed to further productivity by enriching the OA skills of everyone in the department. Business skills are broadly divided into clerical skills and OA skills. Details of each individual's progress in these fields are indicated clearly. Items covered include instructor's name, degree of skill difficulty, present skill level, and so forth. As these examples indicate, through the application of Soft 5S, it is possible to totally rethink all our daily work processes, clarify and systematize them, and work together to increase the individual skills of everyone in the section. It's often said that the 5S program is fine when applied to manufacturing sections, but not really suitable for administrative departments.
Telephone etiquette. I've never seen that kind of label before. What's it all about?
The idea of the label, first of all, is to encourage a friendly attitude every time you pick up the receiver. All our receivers have the same message written in red so that they stand out. If we are friendly and helpful, we give a much better impression to callers. If the person the caller wants is out, we ask the caller what they would like to talk about. If it's a complicated matter, we always ask them to send a fax to avoid any misunderstandings or wrong information.
These labels are a very simple idea, but they bring many benefits. Callers are saved from having to call again. Messages are not garbled. Message transfers are standardized, and a friendly, efficient impression is given to the caller.
Oh, say, that's an interesting diagram. Bathroom unit key points. Could you tell us a little bit about that poster, Mr. Tada? Who's it designed for?
The posters ought to do with design quality. Some of the key points indicate complaints that we've had regarding design details. The others are connected with legal factors such as electrical outlet regulations. Obviously, if we get just one complaint, we may not have to worry too much. But if we keep getting complaints about the same design point, we should do something about it. We don't want to incorporate the same problems into new products. This kind of poster is useful in reminding everyone of the problems, especially as new members of staff keep entering the section, and we want them to know about all the problems we've had before.
The important point here is that just a little thought and effort can avoid a lot of trouble and waste of both time and materials. Let's now review the 7-stage action program we looked at before. Stage 1, cleaning and stocktaking. Stage 2, finding problem points. Stage 3, countermeasures at source. Stage 4, standards and manuals. Stage 5, education and training. Stage 6, total checking. Stage 7, autonomous management. And let's see how the stages apply to soft 5S. Stage 1 is designed to clarify administrative work processes, areas of activity, and their general usefulness. It includes stocktaking of notebooks, chits, documents, and reference materials, and their storage and preservation, as well as a careful consideration of workflow and allotment, the manufacturing process, costs, and so on. Stage 2 is designed to identify problem areas and points of inconvenience in all practical aspects of administration and fully understand sources of loss such as delays, errors, and repetitions. Factors involved include allotment of jobs, allocation of costs, and transfer methods. This information is the basis for suggesting improvements. Stage 3 involves analysis of the reasons behind losses and finding countermeasures with regard to systems, methods, appropriateness, timing, and accuracy. The overall quality and reliability can be drastically improved by taking countermeasures at source. In Stage 4, the idea is to standardize methods. This is done by fixing standards, establishing rules, and creating manuals so that everyone will understand. Stage 5 is really the implementation of standards and rules to ensure that everyone uses the correct methods and continues to improve skills. It involves establishing a proper training system, developing a full curriculum, and getting it going. Follow-up training is included as well. Stage 6 involves consolidation of checking skills by using the manuals produced in Stage 4. This includes perfection of visual control systems, complete systematization, improving points of inconvenience, further sorting out, finalization of standards, and the implementation of office automation. And Stage 7 includes the final activities as we head towards proper autonomous management. It involves fixing improvements, maintaining and improving visual control systems, and strengthening all aspects of office efficiency and work effectiveness.
Hello, Kevin here. Is Rumiko there? Oh, she's gone home. Well, what about Kenji? You don't know? Okay. Well, any messages? Mr. Brown? Did you get his number? Well, you should have asked. Who's it from? Inax? What time is the message? Yesterday. I've seen that. I thought I'd thrown it out. Okay. That's not your fault. I'll be back in about 20 minutes. Thanks. Bye. We're not too good at taking messages either. We need 5S just about everywhere. The telephone's about the only thing that works properly.
Application of Soft 5S in the office is designed to make improvements in all aspects of administrative work. It can be regarded as upgrading the information management system by making it more efficient and cost-effective. The following points are an essential part of the process. Develop cost awareness, set concrete goals, get a consensus, simplify basic tasks. Check all areas of management, thinking about efficiency and effectiveness. Get everybody's full participation. These days, there's a terrific increase in the spread of office automation in the administrative departments of most companies, big and small. But OA will do no good if the office it's automating is in a chaotic state. Before you launch into full OA, it's a good idea to implement workplace improvements and develop the vital sense of problem awareness. Then you can decide just why and how to implement effective OA.
Oh, no. What's all this garbage? It's just not where to file the stuff. It's also where to put the files. Guess I'll have to start in a hard 5S manual next.